The Mali Empire, one of the most illustrious empires in African history, emerged as a dominant force in West Africa during the medieval period. Spanning from the 13th to the 16th century, the Mali Empire left an indelible mark on the region, shaping its politics, economy, and culture. From its legendary rulers to its bustling trade networks, the Mali Empire stands as a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of African civilizations. In this documentary essay, we delve deep into the history, society, and legacy of the Mali Empire, unraveling the secrets of its rise and fall, and celebrating its enduring impact on the world. The origins of the Mali Empire are deeply rooted in the rich tapestry of West African history, stretching back to the decline of the ancient Ghana Empire in the 11th century. As Ghana weakened, several smaller states emerged, vying for power and influence in the region. Among these states was the Kingdom of Mali, which gradually rose to prominence under the leadership of its legendary founder, Sundiata Keita. Sundiata Keita, often referred to as the Lion King, was born in the 13th century into a royal family in the small state of Kangaba. Despite being physically disabled, Sundiata possessed remarkable intelligence, charisma, and leadership qualities that set him apart from his peers. However, his rise to power was not without challenges. Following the death of his father, Sundiata and his family were exiled from Kangaba by a rival king, Soumaïlou Kanté, who sought to consolidate his control over the region. Undeterred by adversity, Sundiata embarked on a quest to liberate his people and reclaim his rightful throne. With the support of allies and followers, he waged a series of military campaigns against Soumaïlou, culminating in the decisive Battle of Kirina in 1235. In this pivotal confrontation, Sundiata's forces emerged victorious, ending Soumaïlou's tyranny and establishing Sundiata as the undisputed ruler of Mali. The victory at Kirina marked the beginning of Mali's ascent to power and prominence in West Africa. Under Sundiata's enlightened leadership, Mali expanded its territory, assimilated neighboring states, and forged alliances with regional powers. Sundiata's vision of a united and prosperous Mali resonated with his subjects, inspiring loyalty and allegiance among diverse ethnic groups and communities. Sundiata's legacy as the founder of the Mali Empire extends beyond his military conquests. He is celebrated for his wisdom, justice, and compassion, qualities that endeared him to his people and earned him the title of Munsa, meaning king or emperor. Through his leadership, Sundiata laid the groundwork for Mali's transformation into a vibrant and cosmopolitan empire, fostering trade, commerce, and cultural exchange across the Sahara Desert and beyond. In addition to his political and military achievements, Sundiata is revered for his adherence to traditional African values and beliefs. He was a patron of the arts, supporting poets, musicians, and griots who celebrated Mali's rich cultural heritage through their storytelling and performances. Sundiata's reign marked a golden age of creativity and expression, as Mali emerged as a beacon of civilization and enlightenment in the heart of West Africa. The Golden Age of Mali, often associated with the reign of Mansa Musa, stands as a testament to the empire's unparalleled wealth, power, and cultural sophistication. Mansa Musa, the 10th emperor of the Mali Empire, ascended to the throne in the early 14th century, inheriting a realm that stretched from the Atlantic coast to the banks of the Niger River. His reign, characterized by opulence, generosity, and visionary leadership, transformed Mali into a global superpower and elevated its status on the world stage. Central to Mali's prosperity was its vast reserves of gold, which flowed from the mines of West Africa to the markets of North Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. As the world's largest producer of gold, Mali controlled the lucrative trans-Saharan trade routes, monopolizing the exchange of precious metals, spices, textiles, and other luxury goods. Mansa Musa's legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 further enhanced Mali's reputation as a center of wealth and magnificence, as he embarked on a journey that would capture the imagination of the world. Mansa Musa's Hajj, or pilgrimage, was a grandiose spectacle designed to showcase Mali's immense riches and cultural splendor to the Muslim world. Accompanied by a retinue of thousands, including soldiers, servants, and scholars, Mansa Musa embarked on a lavish procession across the Sahara Desert, adorned in robes of silk and gold, with camels laden with treasures and gifts. Along the way, he distributed vast sums of gold to the poor, commissioned the construction of mosques and madrasas, and patronized scholars and artisans, leaving a lasting impression on the lands he traversed. The impact of Mansa Musa's pilgrimage reverberated far beyond the borders of Mali, capturing the imagination of merchants, scholars, and rulers across the Islamic world. His extravagant displays of wealth and generosity earned Mali a prominent place in the annals of history, as contemporary chroniclers marveled at the scale and magnificence of his entourage. The Italian explorer and scholar, Leo Africanus, described Mansa Musa as the richest and most noble king in the world, a testament to Mali's unparalleled prosperity and prestige. The wealth accumulated by Mansa Musa and his predecessors fueled Mali's economic expansion and cultural flourishing, as the empire became a magnet for traders, scholars, and artisans from across Africa and beyond. The city of Timbuktu, Mali's cultural capital, emerged as a vibrant center of learning and commerce, boasting magnificent mosques, libraries, and universities that attracted scholars and students from as far afield as North Africa, Arabia, and Persia. Timbuktu's illustrious scholars and scribes produced a wealth of literary, scientific, and theological works that enriched the intellectual landscape of the Islamic world. Manuscripts on subjects ranging from astronomy and mathematics to philosophy and jurisprudence were painstakingly copied, annotated, and preserved in Timbuktu's renowned libraries, ensuring the transmission of knowledge and wisdom for future generations. Trade and commerce played a pivotal role in the rise and prosperity of the Mali Empire, facilitating economic growth, cultural exchange, and political stability across West Africa and beyond. The Mali Empire's strategic location at the crossroads of trans-Saharan trade routes enabled it to become a hub of commercial activity, connecting the rich resources of sub-Saharan Africa with the markets of North Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. At the heart of Mali's economic success was its abundance of natural resources, most notably gold and salt. Gold, mined from the prolific goldfields of West Africa, was highly sought after for its intrinsic value and served as the primary medium of exchange in the medieval world. Salt, essential for preserving food and sustaining life, was mined in the deserts of the Sahara and traded in exchange for gold, ivory, slaves, and other commodities. The trans-Saharan trade routes, traversed by caravans of merchants and traders, facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas between North Africa and West Africa, creating a network of economic interdependence and cultural exchange that spanned thousands of miles. These trade routes were perilous and arduous, requiring careful navigation of harsh desert terrain and hostile environments, yet they were essential conduits of commerce and communication in the medieval world. The city of Timbuktu emerged as a key entrepot in Mali's trade network, serving as a bustling market town where goods from across the empire and beyond were bought, sold, and exchanged. Timbuktu's markets overflowed with a dizzying array of merchandise, including textiles, spices, ceramics, jewelry, and exotic animals, reflecting the diversity and dynamism of Mali's commercial economy. Mali's control over the trans-Saharan trade routes gave it a distinct advantage in the medieval world, allowing it to amass vast wealth and exert political influence far beyond its borders. The empire's rulers, known as Munsa, regulated and taxed trade, imposing tariffs on goods passing through their territories and ensuring the security of merchants and caravans traveling across the Sahara. Mansa Musa's famous pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 further enhanced Mali's reputation as a center of wealth and commerce, as he distributed vast quantities of gold to the poor and lavished gifts upon the rulers and dignitaries he encountered along the way. Mansa Musa's extravagant displays of wealth and generosity captured the imagination of the Muslim world, drawing attention to Mali's immense riches and cultural sophistication. In addition to its economic significance, trade and commerce played a crucial role in fostering cultural exchange and mutual understanding between diverse peoples and civilizations. The trans-Saharan trade routes served as conduits for the transmission of ideas, technologies, and artistic traditions, enriching the cultural landscape of West Africa and contributing to the flourishing of art, architecture, and scholarship in Mali and beyond. The decline of the Mali Empire in the late medieval period was precipitated by a combination of internal strife, external pressures, and the changing dynamics of global trade. Rival kingdoms, such as the Songhai Empire, rose to prominence, challenging Mali's hegemony in the region and vying for control of lucrative trade routes and resources. The advent of maritime trade and the exploration of new sea routes by European powers further reshaped the dynamics of global commerce, diminishing the importance of trans-Saharan trade and hastening Mali's decline. Timbuktu, often referred to as the City of Gold and the Athens of Africa, stands as a beacon of learning, culture, and intellectual exchange in the annals of history. Situated on the southern edge of the Sahara Desert, along the banks of the Niger River, Timbuktu emerged as a vibrant center of scholarship, commerce, and religious tolerance during the golden age of the Mali Empire. The rise of Timbuktu as a center of learning can be traced back to the 14th century, when Mali's rulers, particularly Mansa Musa, recognized the importance of education and scholarship in fostering cultural advancement and political stability. Under Mansa Musa's patronage, Timbuktu experienced a period of unprecedented growth and prosperity, attracting scholars, traders, and artisans from across Africa and beyond. Timbuktu's fame as a center of learning reached its zenith in the 15th and 16th centuries, during the reign of Mansa Musa's successors, particularly Mansa Musa II and Mansa Mahmud Keita. These rulers continued the tradition of patronizing scholars and sponsoring the construction of mosques, libraries, and madrasas, transforming Timbuktu into a cosmopolitan hub of intellectual inquiry and religious tolerance. Central to Timbuktu's intellectual landscape were its renowned libraries and universities, which housed vast collections of manuscripts on subjects ranging from theology and jurisprudence to astronomy, mathematics, medicine, and poetry. These manuscripts, meticulously copied and preserved by generations of scholars and scribes, represented a treasure trove of knowledge and wisdom that attracted scholars and students from across the Islamic world. Timbuktu's libraries, such as the Sankor Mosque and the Ahmed Baba Institute, became repositories of African and Islamic scholarship, serving as centers for the production, dissemination, and preservation of knowledge. Scholars from diverse backgrounds congregated in Timbuktu to study, teach, and exchange ideas, contributing to a vibrant intellectual community that transcended geographical and cultural boundaries. One of the most celebrated figures associated with Timbuktu's intellectual legacy is the scholar and explorer Ahmad Baba al-Masafai, whose prolific writings on Islamic jurisprudence and theology earned him acclaim throughout the Muslim world. Ahmad Baba's works, along with those of other Timbuktu scholars, played a pivotal role in shaping Islamic thought and scholarship in West Africa and beyond. Timbuktu's intellectual and cultural achievements were not confined to the realm of academia. The city's bustling markets, vibrant neighborhoods, and diverse population fostered a spirit of creativity and innovation that found expression in its architecture, music, literature, and visual arts. Timbuktu's mosques, with their distinctive mud brick minarets and intricate geometric designs, reflected the fusion of indigenous African and Islamic architectural styles, while its vibrant markets pulsated with the sights, sounds, and smells of a bustling commercial metropolis. Timbuktu's cultural and intellectual legacy endured long after the decline of the Mali Empire, as successive generations of scholars and educators preserved and transmitted its rich heritage to future generations. Despite periods of decline and neglect, Timbuktu's libraries and manuscripts remained a symbol of Africa's intellectual and cultural vitality, inspiring admiration and reverence for the achievements of one of Africa's greatest cities. Governance and administration were fundamental pillars of the Mali Empire, contributing to its stability, cohesion, and prosperity during its heyday. The Mali Empire, like many pre-colonial African states, operated under a complex system of centralized authority and decentralized governance, with power vested in the hands of the emperor, or Munsa, and his appointed officials. At the apex of Mali's political hierarchy stood the Munsa, who wielded supreme authority over the empire's affairs. The Munsa was not only a political leader but also a religious and cultural figurehead, revered by his subjects as a symbol of unity, justice, and divine favor. The Munsa's authority was derived from his lineage, charisma, and ability to maintain the loyalty of his subjects through patronage, diplomacy, and military prowess. Beneath the Munsa were a hierarchy of officials and advisors who assisted in the administration of the empire. These officials, known as the Kurugara, or Council of Ministers, were appointed by the Munsa based on their loyalty, competence, and adherence to traditional values. The Kurugara included individuals responsible for overseeing various aspects of governance, including finance, justice, defense, and foreign affairs. The Mali Empire was divided into provinces, each governed by a provincial governor appointed by the Munsa. These governors, known as Farba, exercised authority over their respective territories, collecting taxes, enforcing laws, and maintaining order within their jurisdictions. The Farba were responsible for representing the interests of the central government, ensuring the loyalty of local elites, and resolving disputes among competing factions. Beneath the provincial governors were district chiefs, village elders, and clan leaders who played a crucial role in administering justice, resolving disputes, and maintaining social order at the grassroots level. These local authorities, known as tondos, exercised considerable autonomy in their respective communities, relying on customary law, oral tradition, and consensus-based decision-making to govern their affairs. Despite the empire's decentralized structure, Mali's governance was characterized by a remarkable degree of stability, continuity, and effectiveness. The Munsaw's ability to balance centralized authority with local autonomy enabled Mali to govern a vast and diverse territory spanning thousands of miles, encompassing a multitude of ethnic groups, languages, and cultural traditions. Mali's system of governance was underpinned by a strong sense of communal solidarity and mutual obligation among its citizens. The empire's social fabric was woven together by kinship ties, religious beliefs, and shared cultural practices that transcended ethnic and linguistic differences. Mali's rulers, cognizant of the importance of maintaining social cohesion, promoted religious tolerance, cultural pluralism, and inclusive governance as a means of ensuring the empire's stability and longevity. Religion played a central role in Mali's governance and administration, with Islam serving as the dominant faith of the ruling elite and urban centers. Islamic principles of justice, charity, and ethical conduct informed Mali's legal system, which was administered by qadis, or Islamic judges, who adjudicated disputes and interpreted Islamic law in accordance with the Quran and Sunnah. Islam played a central role in the Mali Empire's cultural and religious landscape. While traditional African beliefs and practices persisted alongside Islam, the spread of the faith had a profound impact on Mali's society and institutions. Mosques, madrasas, and religious scholars proliferated across the empire, disseminating Islamic teachings and fostering a sense of unity among its diverse populace. Islamic principles of justice, charity, and hospitality guided Mali's laws and customs, shaping its moral and ethical framework for generations to come. Despite its formidable strength and resilience, the Mali Empire eventually succumbed to internal strife, external pressures, and the ravages of time. The rise of rival kingdoms, such as Songhai and the Mossi states, eroded Mali's influence in the region, leading to its gradual decline in the 16th century. By the late 17th century, Mali had fragmented into smaller states, marking the end of an era of greatness. Yet, the legacy of the Mali Empire endures to this day, resonating in the art, architecture, and cultural heritage of West Africa and beyond. Its achievements in trade, governance, and scholarship laid the groundwork for future generations to build upon, inspiring a renewed appreciation for Africa's rich history and heritage. From the towering minarets of Timbuktu to the vibrant markets of Djenné, the spirit of Mali lives on, reminding us of the enduring power of human ingenuity and perseverance. The Mali Empire stands as a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of African civilizations, embodying the aspirations and achievements of a people determined to carve out their place in history. From its humble origins to its golden age of prosperity, Mali's story is a testament to the triumph of the human spirit over adversity. As we celebrate the legacy of the Mali Empire, let us honor the visionaries and pioneers who paved the way for a brighter future, and let us draw inspiration from their example as we strive to build a world of peace, prosperity, and mutual respect for all.